traveling on an empty stomach. Oh, dreadful.
Come on. Regis. Couldn't have picked some other place to meet.
Regis!
Damn it. Locked. No way I got the place wrong. This is it. Gotta be. Gotta be another way in around here. Wars. Kicking more eggs. Need to incinerate these to ash. Stench. Just one. Decaying bones. Yikimors must have tunneled into the grave. something here. Where's that artifact Kira gave me? Interesting. Agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery. How much more cliché can you get?
Nothing comes readily to mind.
Could have left the door unlatched.
What of my privacy? I value it rather deeply. Unmolested, especially by unwanted guests, that's my preferred state. Besides, I knew you'd find a way to get in.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping...
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Dettlaff wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
Vampires can evade detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megascope would be useless.
And this? Could this help?
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out. Abruxa had taken an interest in it.
It's Dettlaff's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
The hand. What do you plan to do with it?
You've heard of Kovinares.
Rings a distant bell. Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera. There's a copy at Kaer Morhen, tattered, nearly disintegrated. But if memory serves, Kovinares never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it, just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research and performed the first tests. It's complicated, so without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to reconstruct what a whole body
How's it work?
We must brew a This triggers
Any chance we might...
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location.
Rings pretty...
It comes from our... You might call him...
Respect?
Precisely.
Can't you just summon Dettlaff?
If I'm to be entirely candid, there is indeed one. But believe me, we will be better off never availing ourselves of it. It is a last resort. Absolutely.
Last resort?
There is a being who can... But the very act of contacting this being... Well, it's akin to an exercise as perilous to me as it would be to you.
Kovinares spent half his life proving his theory.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Dettlaff's tissue, which...
Well, got a few ingredients. There's Mamoon glands, but closest ones I know of are in Vizima. The spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were cold to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out...
was that?
A raven? Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. Perhaps they'll find one in the area. It will take them some time.
Rarely say no to a snifter.
Sadly, this is but a...
Even better. I remember your mandrake hooch.
Now, what could Geralt have...
Everyone's got some secret.
I agree wholeheartedly. I also believe...
This your sophisticated way...
I prefer almost always...
Maybe you should go first.
Anything in particular?
Curious what you did.
As I'm sure you can surmise. At first, I was thoroughly absorbed with recovery. Detlef bore my weakness bravely. Showed great patience. Once I could at last stand and...
Bruges, you say?
Perhaps a dash.
Back then, yeah. But we parted again soon after. And when the time was ripe, she came back. Defeated the Wild Hunt together.
Ooh.
True enough. Gotta ask you the big question. One everyone wonders about. What happens after death?
You wish me to tell you if our matter, that of...
But were you dead?
As...
Feel anything?
It's rather hard. Only have to rebirth.
Can't have been a lot.
Thus I often... Very true.
Always fascinated me the way vampires can regenerate.
A difficult and laborious
For a bit. But Triss helped me get it back. Actually pretty damn lucky I only had amnesia.
Yes, you humans are rather buggered in those terms. We vampires are much harder nuts to crack. However, if one of our own strikes the deadly blow, death is permanent. There can be no rebirth. One of...
Got a new life.
Starting all anew is a very broad...
Your blood addiction.
All addictions are a form of slavery.
Fair enough.
Not to worry, Geralt.
All right.
Get one question to ask one as fascinating.
See, Regis. Doubt I'd know how to be any...
Ever tried?
See, you're determined to get an answer. To find out if I like being... And nothing... Yeah.
Thank you for being honest.
Still no sign of...
Dead certain. Ever vigilant, even in his sleep. Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer...
Far as I know, none. Now what you...
You were right.
Knew it. Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last...
Then it seems you must... It seems I...
Know anything else about this?
I don't recall much.
Come on.
Sorry, Geralt. What are your thoughts?
A specimen of a species thought long ago.
Ah,
Whites rarely...
What's your point?
This might not...
I sincerely...
What exactly?
The area...
Spoon.
Spare me the skeptical smile.
Let's do this.
If you imagine the
Worst case scenario?
For a
So,
Yes.
tomes? Thought you...
We'll require one last...
All right.
And to you, my friend.
What now, you piece of filth?
Our guests. Never a good omen.
Strange. Get a sense that the spoons are beating out some kind of rhythm. A message. Trying to tell me something. None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall sate you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Somebody's egregious. What a pigsty. Need to search it thoroughly. Find a way to collect some white saliva. No spoon you have shall sate you. Whatever lives here treated that literally. Still searching for the right spoon. Skeletons. Doubt they came here willingly. This have anything to do with the curse? None shall sit and dine with you at your table. It makes sense. None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall sate you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Smashed mirror, as if someone couldn't stand to look at themselves. Spoon's incredible. The craftsmanship must have graced a rich man's table. Poor girl realized she was changing into a monster, recorded it in her diary. Poignant. None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall sate you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Right arm bit right off. Teeth all knocked out. Somebody tried to force feed him. No claw or fang marks. Probably choked to death. Broken neck. Indentation in the skull's lateral surface. Smacked in the head with something heavy. Smashed mirror, as if someone couldn't stand to look at themselves. The monster. Journal's author, maybe? Actually does seem like a White's lair. Bit atypical, but still. Cauldron should be somewhere around here. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred. And I was looking for? White's not particularly tidy. Spoon, pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred. Table's set. White, who lives here, is getting ready for some sort of feast. White that lives here, definitely afflicted by a curse, and it's been trying desperately to lift it. Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. We just need some brew. Afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron. not gonna hurt you. Wanna help? I've seen the words of the curse on the walls. Think I know how to lift it. We can't use spoons. No, that won't work. You've been looking for a spoon that would feed you, but there's no such spoon. We need to eat without spoons. Open your eyes. You need to see your likeness. Think it worked. Just not quite like I expected. Need to see what happened to the white. Won't be hard to find given its stench. Easy.
Eat. I must eat.
I'll take you some. So I took her by...
You did the right... Don't worry, sir.
Might actually take...
Horrid.
Told me her story on the way here. Her name's Marlena. She was once the... One evening, when she was holding a banquet for friends, a beggar came to her gate seeking alms. He had a bowl and a spoon.
I've heard of the custom. An ancient rite of hospitality that obliges one to give food and drink to such a guest lest he...
Marlena didn't care a whit for the old customs. She drove the man off, saying she'd rather feed the leftovers for... The beggar then broke his spoon, cast a curse, since she adored... And as she even...
A harsh...
Curses are tricky. Marlena had spent decades looking...
So what did?
Someone had to sit down and share a meal with her, of their own free will. They had to eat without using spoon.
That's it?
Simplest solution. Besides...
I imagine...
Thanks. Think your friend's hand?
You've clearly honed your sense of humor.
What did you do with the rat?
I cremated it, as our codex commands. Raven told me you'd acquired the necessary...
Pretty helpful creatures.
I try not to overdo it, but they can be...
Managed fine alone, but thanks for the thought.
That, I fear, might...
Shouldn't be a problem.
It's not that simple, I'm afraid.
Not sure I understand.
The blood must be in an agitated state. As I'm certain you know, higher vampires can change their corporeal shell. To make a long story short...
Dangerous?
True. If you've ever...
How will we handle...
That makes...
All right.
We shall visit Tesh Beasts. You will...
Tesha.
It is a place of torment. A torture chamber. Long ago, shortly after this, brought trouble on the entire species. Common folk wearied quickly of...
So what?
But they were bothersome. Forgive the comparison, but when did you last enjoy mosquitoes buzzing around you? A torture chamber was thus outfitted in the dungeons of Teshem Mutna. Inside it, a cage. Kagmar was captured and locked in the cage. Sat there over 2 centuries, driven to fury time after time, never able to escape. Thus I know...
See no reason to...
In a moment.
What was that?
Blood. Oh, the last favor the Raven did me. I've also taken some Sancurium, a solution that sharpens one's sense of smell. 1 drop of blood shall smell like a gallon to me now.
You crazy? You're a recovering addict.
Your outrage warms my heart, Geralt. But you must remain calm. I have no choice. As things stand, the die is cast.
And you're starting to scare me.
We have arrived.
Sure you know it.
I can only hope I do.
You lead Scurvers.
Correct.
An ancient...
I feel honored. A man with...
How the hell?
It's an ancient form of protection against unwanted guests. The mechanism which releases the latch reacts only to a higher vampire's blood.
Tricky mechanisms, a vampire hideout, fortified, secured. Must have been important to your species once, Toussaint.
It shall always be so. During the conjunction, the gate from our world into this one opened upon this land and no other. This was the first place we saw.
Human husbandry and care? This for real?
The author observed humans, their behavior, over the many years he spent breeding them. Morally suspect though it may be, it's a thorough survey will tell me.
This place. There's evil here. Death hangs in the air.
Yes. Great many beings have breathed their last here.
Glyphs are carved into the rock. Coated with blood used to be. They mean something?
They're emblems, symbols of, what you would call tribes, dispersed throughout the world after the conjunction. My ancestors placed them here to remind us all where we came from.
Seems your kind assembled a peculiar little library.
Indeed, though I personally did not lay a hand to it.
And this one? Which tribe's this?
Garasham. My tribe, and Deadlove's. We both remained in this part of the world.
Cells. Who for?
Disgraceful. Excruciatingly so, this particular page from our history.
I'd rather not summon the demons of the past if it's all right with you.
Whose is this cliff?
Amaran. They ventured beyond the sea.
And this one? Which tribe's this?
Garisham. My tribe, and Detlef's. We both remained in this part of the world.
What's this symbol mean?
It's the symbol of the Dead. Those who went east beyond the Blue Mountains.
Charming
Yes, thus they
treated...
I'd like...
Don't take it so...
Well... Place the bait at the tunnel entrances. Monsters will catch its scent more quickly.
When I think how these tunnels got here, send shivers.
It was the natural order of things. The place reeked of death and it attracted necrophages.
Three done. One left. Think this'll work?
I certainly hope so. The meat stench is so thick, I'd wager it carries clear to the road.
Bait set. What now? Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what will you do once I utter it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please.
I smelled the blood. Bait set. What now?
I shall enter the cage. You must chain me inside. The bars are made of an alloy.
Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what will you do once I utter it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please.
We just smell the blood. Bait set. What now?
I shall enter the cage. You must chain me inside. The bars are made of an alloy that will prevent me from transforming into mist.
Kinda thought you wouldn't want to.
I shall be in great pain. My sole thought being to stop that pain. I cannot know what I will do. We must hurry. The beasts have caught the scent of us, and my head started spinning.
That the blood?
Someone who's never experienced a vampire's bloodlust does not know the true meaning of thirst.
Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what did you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow. Hang in there.
Overcome.
Bait set. What now?
I shall enter the cage. You must chain me inside. The bars are made of an alloy that will prevent me from transforming into mist.
Kinda thought you wouldn't want to.
I shall be in great pain. My sole thought being to stop that pain. I cannot know what I will do. We must hurry. The beasts have caught the scent of us, and my head started spinning.
That the blood?
Someone who's never experienced a vampire's bloodlust does not know the true meaning of thirst.
Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what did you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please, go on. You won't be able to. We must forge through this, that is all.
We just smelled the blood.
I shall overcome.
Good. I can hear more coming. Bait set. What now? Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
We just have smelled the blood.
Show me what you Good, because I can hear more coming. Hold on, I'll let you out. Need to hang on a little longer. Blood'll dry in a few hours. Scent won't bother me anymore. Get you out of here.
The concoction.
You can't finish it in this state. Tell me how. I'll help you. Any better?
Far from ideal. And some time must pass before I fully recover. But yes, a bit better, thank you.
Never expected it to be like that. You didn't tell me.
We need not discuss it.
But we do. 'Cause if I'd known you were going to subject yourself to torture...
What would you have done?
Found Deadloff some other way.
I did not wish you to use any other way. Did that occur to you?
No, 'cause I thought no being would ever willingly subject itself to that kind of pain. You vampires aren't any different from us in that regard.
I told you. The pain is my way of paying my debt. The enormous debt I owe Dettlaff. If I had to do it again...
Resonance. It's ready.
Are you certain you followed the formula? The proportions were exact, the brewing time precise. This is important, Geralt. The slightest deviation could cost even a Witcher dear.
Relax.
Very well.
And then Mother insisted we buy the mill. Curious, eh? But at least I've a yarn to spin for friends and associates. Forgive me. What?
did you see?
Delacroix. Seems deadlocked, and he was overcome with fury. Saw a moment.
Why the uncertainty?
Nothing extraordinary about it.
Clearly the situation. Killing someone who's grown dear to us. Did you see anything else?
There was some
Peculiar.
stand was...
Perhaps we should have it.
It's our only...
I shall join you later.
Hey! Welcome!
You shan't find anything better in all Toussaint.
Appearances Greet.
What do you have on offer? Farewell.
Good luck.
Another murder by the horrid beast. Milton the Peyran falls victim to his own cowardice. The beast of...
I dreamt I was a wolf.
They say a great deal about you.
The exhibition of the Reginald Aubrey monument will remain closed.
the greedy! For fire shall devour them!
A copper, that is all I ask.
Cut you, you little fart! So how would you...
You can't blame me.
Fickleweather! I've seen you! You...
A far-fetched...
I'll conspire.
Leave him alone.
Just who this...
A witcher, and I'd advise you to go back where you came from.
I thought witches defend me...
Need to talk to the boy.
You can chat to him all.
Not gonna happen.
Won't it?
Bad move! We'll break your legs, vagrant! Teach Yelka has got laws and cheats!
Slow now, let's not do anything rash.
How long you gonna make me wait?
What's the meaning of...
I'm investigating.
Ah, yes. We've heard of you.
Obstructing my investigation.
Understood. Right.
You're very good with your fists, sir.
Yeah? How you...
Splendid. And as your...
Bit about the mud?
I've got some... So
Let me think about it. Listen.
oh, wait!
Prefer going barefoot lately. But fine, have it your way.
Step up. So then, who...
One of your patrons.
Alright.
How much?
Let's say...
What? Gotta be...
expand... I should think...
No way. You'll tell me what you
Yes, sir. I know the...
know where I might...
No.
Don't have the time.
When I claimed...
Oh, you're here.
I am, thank you. Young man, with it?
But...
In point of...
I leave...
Worth check.
What's you...
Thank you.
Handled that kid pretty well.
Finding the right approach. That's the trick to dealing with children.
Yeah, saw that. Meaning, the right thing to bribe them with. Red door. One the bootblack mentioned. Won't budge.
You might just as well
Let's hear your idea.
Give me a moment.
Nice.
I considered it brief. Come.
He here? Let's look around. Old toy. No use to anyone. Shame. Must have brought someone joy sometime. Somebody fixed this recently. dust mark. Somebody moved this here recently. Attic, let's go. So this is his nest. Need to look around. Nice little trinket.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
Sometimes I think I might end up like one of these toys. Somebody fixed this recently. No dust mark. Somebody moved this here recently. Detlof van der Heer. Now you know this. You must complete...
There you...
Any idea what it could...
Indeed.
One might have meant...
Possible in whoever it is.
Who's Renowed?
His one-time lover. Because she accepted him.
Ever meet her?
Never had the pleasure, alas.
Why do you think that?
None to be found.
Detlof have trouble?
Is that so hard? Not only was she his beloved.
Detlof ever tried? Higher vampires have their way.
Geralt, as you write, he searched for months.
Even if...
Hard to argue with that.
He's prepared to...
As would you be for yet.
Yeah, I get it.
Exactly.
Right. Nice tune.
Indeed. I'm not certain why, but it reminds me of home. Our true home from before the conjunction of spheres.
Count Crespi?
Detlef's victims, one and all.
Must have come from who? All of it written. See the color?
Nazaire.
Fair enough.
Look.
With wine.
Perhaps.
Blackmailer. Kinda curious who it could be.
Why is that?
Regis. Somebody kidnapped a vampire's lover. It's not one of...
Precisely.
Just a hypothesis.
Right you are.
Let's sum up what... See...
All noted down.
Not much.
But enough to ask...
Actually, it is. Detlof's being manipulated. That's one idea. Could be worth a shot.
He will not.
Think he'll listen?
He will.
Ought to wait with you, maybe.
No. He'll sense you from a mile off. Simply fail to appear. I'd better...
Fine.
So be it.
And what of the funeral preparations?
As your grace wished, the deceased will be buried with the highest honors. And our dearly departed Milton de...
Geralt of Rivia, Master Witcher.
I was not mistaken. You arrived and trouble followed soon after.
Step aside. Got a matter for the Duchess.
At last, Witcher. We've been on tenterhooks. Did you catch Mil...
case is more serious than we thought.
We sent you up.
Situation's not quite that simple. Beast...
Ha! Is this a problem? Is it too much for a witcher? A monster slayer? But everyone knows how to end a vampire. Draw him by trick into sunlight. Or arm yourself with ample garlic and drive a stake through its heart.
Garlic's useless against vampires. Sun and stakes don't hurt him either. Those methods, pure invention. Only work in legends and fables.
And buckthorn? When I was a child, Grandmama Ademarta always claimed buckthorn drives off vampires.
Silver sword's your best option for keeping them at bay. But it won't get the job done, because only a higher vampire can truly kill another of its kind.
Excuses. Ha! Your Grace, I shall assemble a battue. Bring the matter to its end at once. The Witcher need but tell us where to find this monster.
Go ahead. Send them to their death. Certain death.
To a lone Witcher, perhaps. To 40 of my men-at-arms, but another skirmish.
40, 50, 100? Doesn't matter. Won't make any difference against him.
You have not seen my guardsmen in action.
Can they fight fog? Hit a target that moves faster than the wind?
How? What creature can do such things?
Creatures like this one. Higher vampires, we call them. Each one's a little different. Unique or exceptional, you might say. Some transform into giant bats. Others communicate with animals, command them.
Yet all are still brainless beasts.
Dead wrong. Thinking of lesser vampires. Alps, Ekamaras, Catacans, for instance. They're ruled by instinct, sure. Attack anything that smells of blood. Higher vampires? They think. They employ reason.
Monsters driven by reason. A curious contention. What, then, do you intend to do?
It's way beyond being some monster. This is a powerful being that's walked the world for centuries.
Yeah, impossible. If so great is their power, why have they not killed or enslaved us all?
Don't usually meddle in our matters. Mostly stay out of our way because they don't care about humans one way or the other.
And they do not fear we shall wipe them out one day.
They'd probably be pretty amused if you asked them that. They're well aware of their strength.
Then what can we do? Do you have a plan?
Try to talk to him. That's our best bet.
I cannot believe this. Her Grace summons a Witcher to kill a monster. Instead, he wishes to chat with it. Ha.
Know what I'm doing. His lover was kidnapped. He's being blackmailed.
Blackmailed? Be so kind as to explain how a vampire might be blackmailed.
Higher vampires? They're like us, motivated by emotions, not instinct. Not only are they intelligent to an extreme, they're emotionally rich, capable of feeling many things, even love. This one fell in love with a woman, a human, and he'll do anything to keep her from harm.
You do not, I trust, suggest we let Milton's killer go free. Or wait until it murders again. We must render it harm.
Which is why that's my aim now, to prevent further attacks. Vampires only half the problem. Blackmailers at fault chiefly. Kidnap the woman to control the vampire.
And what do you propose to do?
I'll find the blackmailer, free the vampire's lover.
You were to destroy him, not help him.
No one else should die. That's most important. Soon as the woman's safe, he'll have no more reason to kill.
I admit to being swayed.
Got one lead. A few scraps of paper. Blackmailer wrote the names of the vampire's victims on them. One of them stained. A drop of wine, looks like. So damn little to go on.
You've no idea how wrong you are, my dear. Send for the ducal sommelier. Hop, hop! In Tucson, wine is sacred. Here there is no such thing as a drop of wine, or stains therefrom. They are stains from a drop of Est, Ervelus, Fiorano.
Your Grace wished to see me?
Witcher, show him the paper scrap. Benoit, can you determine which wine made this stain?
Yes, yes. The west bank of the Saint Retour. That's rather obvious. Aged in barrels of Beauclair oak. Hue, deep burgundy. Clarity, high. It's simple. Saint Real, the 1269 vintage.
That's impossible. The wine is produced at Castel Revello, especially and exclusively for the ducal table. Perhaps some Saint Real was stolen. We must go to the vineyard, see if there's not been an incident.
Wait, Your Grace wants to go with me? Out of the question.
I hope you do not suppose we will sit on our ducal hiney and do nothing while our duchy is in grave danger.
Your Grace, what you propose is far too dangerous. The Witcher should go alone.
It pleases me to see you gentlemen finally agree on something. But I've made my decision. We shall go, accompanied by the best possible escorts. You, Captain, and Geralt. We will travel incognito. We've no wish to give the court any reason to gossip. For the duration of this mission, I release you from your obligation to adhere to court protocol. In short, from now on, I am Anna Henrietta, not Your Grace.
Yes, Your Grace. Witcher, are you ready?
Yeah, ready to go.
Excellent. Give me a moment. I must don something more appropriate and concealing. Then we will be off.
Let's go! This vampire. Have you ever faced its sort before?
I have.
How did it end? Did you kill it?
Didn't have to fight him. Hadn't killed anyone.
Have you ever heard of anyone defeating such a vampire?
Know of a man who defeated one, sure, but he didn't manage to kill it. Ultimately, only another vampire can kill a vampire.
Slow now.
Panthers have attacked the wagon! We must help!
Stay back, Your Grace! We shall see... Do this. Thank you, beast! Becon!
you, we'd have been done for.
They were fortunate
Thank
we
you.
happened by.
You saved our lives.
Hooray!
Come on. Tell me more about this vineyard, Castel Ravello.
It's the best in Ortusan. An old master of the winemaking trade runs it. Fabrizio.
He trustworthy?
He's held his post for years. There's never been a problem. Till now. I wish to know your thoughts, Geralt. The Sonreal stain, how did it wind up in the temple? Is someone from the vineyard blackmailing the vampire?
Could be a servant. Could be the steward. Could be the wine was just stolen from the estate.
Geralt! Why do you flee?
You call that escorting her in?
Captain, this is not the...
Captain de la Tour.
Doubtless.
Aye.
Kind of you to ask.
Yo.
That won't be necessary. As you can see, we are not here on an official visit.
Naturally. Might I ask then what has brought you to Castel Ravello?
Came to see you. Got some questions.
In this land, it is seen as
This is Geralt.
Which is to say...
Which is to say, I expect you to treat him with the utmost respect.
Of course, Your Grace.
Did you...
Want to talk about...
I am at...
the Sonreal.
One might say...
Not like you...
Workers? The what?
Some of this...
Burglaries. The barrels sliced...
Will not get anywhere as...
Your...
Master Fabrizio, we have proof someone's... Either you Silence! Remind me. I shall find... Come.
What if Fabrizio's blackmailing the vampire? Considered that?
He has his flaws, but I would never suspect him of such a thing. He's been very loyal. He owes all he has to me. His father frittered away the family fortune. He left his son an encyclopedic knowledge of wine. That is all. Fabrizio lived as a beggar until I appointed him steward of Castel Ravello. Only then did he come into his own.
So where do we start?
Let us see if all the barrels are present. Here's the inventory ledger.
Vintner's log. Fermentation
Then...
Hervelous. I like it. Quite dry.
An excellent wine. You've good taste.
Got Pomino over here. Fiorano. Dandelion's favorite. Adores it.
Ah, yes. That sophisticated palate of his.
1270 vintage.
That's the wrong year. Keep looking.
Right here. 1269. What now?
Let's see if any barrels are empty.
Wanna open them?
For now, a knock will suffice. If you hear a hollow thud, we will have found what we seek. I have a feeling we'll find something awry.
Full.
Full?
Full. This one's full too. Full. This one's full too. Looks like all the barrels are full. Dead end, I'm afraid.
Full they are. The question is, are they full of Sonreal? Grab a tap and a hammer. We shall open them one by one and taste.
Ready. We can start. Ready.
Step aside.
So?
Those hints of spice. Distinctive. This is Sonreal. Revolting, bitter plonk.
Could have gone sour while aging.
Impossible. This is not wine. This is contaminated refuse that should never have made it into a barrel. The fact that it did...
Master Fabricio...
Master Fabricio, I am very disappointed.
But, Your Grace, I...
You are a step away from losing your head. Speak the truth and you might yet keep it.
I admit it. I sold a barrel of Sonreal. I beg you to forgive me.
Why did you do it?
I couldn't
Is what I provide no...
I wished... I shall
Who'd you sell them?
A few weeks past. He said...
This man's
He never revealed it.
I've no sin...
Really thought...
I was
Wine itself.
I had hold...
That's it?
They...
That's enough. Know all we need to...
Your Grace...
Get out of my sight. Captain, have your men take Master Fabricio to the dungeon. What now, Witcher?
We set a trap. Next, transport.
For once, I agree with...
Need a minute.
Make haste. Up.
What if... So long.
Hammer and fidelity band. Music to a smithy's ears.
A witcher. We could use one around here, full time. A witcher. We could use one around here, full time. I've scissored my fingers. Shits.
From bats to bottles. A
Lamet,
marvelous
my
process.
friend, it's common knowledge Bombino Nero yields the best sweet red.
Bombino? You yourself are
My men stand ready.
See no reason to wait.
We will set out now. Position...
Fine. Relax. Now we wait.
Ah, our favorite vintner.
It's not him.
Is it just me, or did we agree you'd wait for my signal?
That was the plan, but...
Great shot. Good thing you reacted. Can't say how that would have ended otherwise.
At your service. It was a good...
Let's ask...
Witcher.
Well, had no reason to trust me, and I didn't do much to change that.
True. You are not the most endearing of men. At any rate, I see the effort you put forth. Let us go to her...
Not at all surprised. Expected she'd want to oversee this personally.
The master's eye fattens the calf. You're beginning to understand that, I see. This prisoner of yours, bring him to me. We must ask him... Captain, do the honor.
Who sent you?
His name is...
Once again!
Your nun's lover. They call it...
Wait. I'm certain the witch...
What?
Sure can. Fresh out.
In that case...
Captain, have your men...
Rope?
Live bait. Great for monsters, provided they catch the scent of its blood. But I'll see to that.
What? No. Crikey, no! Don't let him!
Stop screaming. Save your strength. Got a long night ahead of you.
No! Don't let him! I'll talk!
Barrels. Where...
I don't know.
Captain, need that rope after all.
I truly don't know. Hornet's the leader, only he ever knew it. The first barrel went to a warehouse...
Who hired you?
He...
Ought to be worried about me right now.
Go on, man.
The Centurion. That's... I don't know.
Take him away. Captain, we ride to town.
Yes, Your Grace.
I shan't return to the palace.
I'll join you. We'll meet there.
We shall await your arrival.
hurt. Vermentino and Carlotta have partnered.
What do you have on... Farewell.
Good luck.
Better to push quills.
Another murder by the horrid beast. Nil to the Peyrak.